Welcome back to an episode of We Are Next to the God that, well, probably got an arrow to the knee. One of the previous adventurers. Very nice. Yeah, it's the one in Everlight at the southeastern entrance. And there we have people to talk to. Very interesting. What about those guys? Shrouded men. Sure. What's this?
Interesting.
You currently cannot travel to Everlight, the slaughterhouse. Well, if there's a shrouded men and something called a slaughterhouse in there, then I wouldn't really think that it has something to do with animals. It could be, though, because of all the stench and stuff, to keep the streets fairly clean. Ish. But anyway, let's just throw some Necrons. Well, I want to call them Necrons or like whatever.
That's the way.
This dude will be immediately not killed. Wait, what the hell? Something is off. This dude has protected by a damage-absorbing shield. Okay. Are all of them protected by the shield, or who is this who makes the shield? This one seems to be the one protecting by... Look at this! Not resistant against black magic. There we go. I think it's this guy that makes the shield. Nah. So there's some aura happening here, and I don't know what it is.
Alright, here goes
Alright.
nothing.
Anyway, we are going to
That way?
yeah, let's explore the eastern section a bit further. That's not quite sure though. 2-4. Ah. So there is 4-2, 2-4, and 1-1. That's weird. There's an awful lot of code in here. An awful lot. And I think there are also an awful lot of enemies in here. Ah. They wanted to do the quests and... Well, nah. Let's do exploration first and then we do quest stuff. I think that would be the slightly better outcome. There we go. Is this one bleeding? No. That's weird. With a chance to apply impaired and bleeding to all enemies caught within. Okay, it has a chance to do so. It does not make them bleed. There is just a chance for them to bleed.
Now would you look at that?
The wording is important for this. Sadly.
This dream you've told me about on our way to Farland's Hope.
Why
the
does
one
she...
you've been having since your childhood? I've been thinking about it.
Have you?
Yes. These strange human-like puppets you see in it. They might be a way of your mind telling you that there's an aspect about your flesh,
Healing?
your body, which you haven't
the-
come to understand yet.
The
Where
Bloodburn.
did you get that?
Well, becoming a light mage involves a lot of introspection and journeying into one's mind. But then again, dreams are enigmatic. I might be wrong.
And why does this dialogue always get triggered? Like, it's okay that it gets re-triggered if I didn't manage to get it going the first time around, but it's kind of annoying if it always kind of intercepts the whole thing. And you cannot skip it, which is weird. Weird. Okay, let's look at the abilities real quick, because this thing... yeah, it has a chance to apply impaired, bleeding, and weakened to all enemies caught within it. So, depending on what happens, there's a chance of it happening. It's not 100% certainty. So, if the victim is currently bleeding, yeah, constant explosion at this location dealing heavy damage and so on and so forth. So, how do I trigger the bleeding? Like, this one needs bleed. This one, I don't know what the second level is. You need another point in order to see the higher tier stuff, though. Alright. Which, rot in the claws of Nor. That's not cool. So, there's also a wolf thingy. Now, where's the bloody mine? Do I? Yeah, okay, let's just explore this section over there real quick. Oh no. Whoa. I have to be careful. So let's kick down this walk here, the big one, and this one is bleeding. So let's just dish out. Not so much tons of damage. So this one is supposed to go away. Bam.
What's next?
Something is off, really.
They will fall.
I need help over here.
You're supposed to go away. There we go.
Danger up ahead.
Get ready.
Alright, that one goes for the finisher. Nice.
Yes.
Vroom. Sweetie. Did any of them leave behind some items? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's some kind of outpost. Got stone. Sweet. I could just get this one and then get a nice teleportation. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, come on. There's no item here. It was just a little wolf cave. Whoa. Now that would be interesting. If there's a chest on the other side, I might be surprised. Okay, I'm not. Okay, let's go back.
Alright, why not?
Alright. Bam. So,
Blasted armor.
let's get this camp out of the way. The thing is, this is the camp that, yeah. Like it's the mine thingy. What's this? Retrieve Qirr's evidence and undercast and the abandoned mine. Okay, let's just forget about that. And
This way, right?
Go there afterwards. So I have it all like in one quick swoop, really. Or actually, yeah, not quite sure. Not quite. Yeah. Okay, come on. Let's take that, finish that mission, and then we can continue with the exploration a little bit.
More cutthroats. Take him down.
So, this one also gets a heal. That one has to get a silence though. No, there are no bodies here, aren't there? Nope, no bodies, no nothing. And this dude can probably just heal himself all the time. That's not sweet. Alright. So what I have to do is like keep this dude alive. And focus on all of the weaklings that dish out the additional damage. There we go. Okay, that one goes, that one goes, that one goes. And run. Maybe put some more of those up here. Nice, 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 nice.
Help, please.
Almost got... why does he never have the focus points? I'm the one who can cast most of the time. Okay, it's always the healers, is it? Come on. Nice, another one down.
I need mana. All right.
Okay, let's put this one in silence mode.
Get ready.
And no more healing. There we go.
Got
it. Not as resistant against black magic as I thought. Come on. There we go. So, here we go. That must be the letter Qirr mentioned alongside his other things.
We might want to try interrogating one of these thugs. They could give us even more information to go on.
Yeah, good idea.
Now, that's just a question.
Yes?
Where are the thugs that could need some interrogation? Oh, there's a dude. There was something. Medium plate armor. Sweet. What else we got? A nice helmet. And yep, that's pretty much it. So let's do Qirr's evidence and stuff like that. Do we have...
Alright, why not? That's the way?
Not that much more.
Sure.
There's like another way around here, really. Whoa, with more enemies. Okay, let's forget about those. Stay up here
alright, why
in
not?
relative-ish safety. There, the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Huh.
Let's see.
No, please, mercy. I don't want to die.
Then you better talk. We want information on your syndicate.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
How did you end up in this?
How did you end up like this? You don't look like an average cutthroat.
Because I'm not. I'm from the Mud District, and I spent years looking for work. But it's become almost impossible to find a good job as a fellow from the slums. Then that man Finn showed up in the Shangiga, and, well, the pay was good. And it took me a while until I realized that it wasn't Wyvern meat we're selling.
Whoa. And how did you realize? How did this all start?
How did this all start? Who in blazes came up with the idea of murdering orcs and selling their meat?
I don't know.
Really?
Yes, really. I only joined the farm a few months ago, and nobody ever told me who came up with it. All I know is that we have to report to a man called the Butcher, who runs the slaughterhouse in Everlight. But I never saw him in person.
And I know where the entrance is. Where can I find your headquarters?
Where are your headquarters?
Well, I actually know it.
You mean
but okay.
the slaughterhouse? Please, I can't tell you. They will kill me if I do.
Well...
That does sound painful.
No, please. It's in Everlight. Below Everlight, to be precise. You have a map, don't you? Here. That's where the entrance is. All the meat is processed there. And it's run by the Butcher, our leader.
Okay, we got so much already.
No, I don't... Wait, yes. The countersign. You need to remember the countersign. You need to answer, I'm here for the produce, when they ask you, what's your business?
Okay.
I'm here for the produce. All right. Now, what should I do with you?
What? But you said you'd spare me.
Yeah, come on. Get out of my sight.
Get out of my sight. But if I ever see you working with these cutthroats again, I won't be so lenient.
The problem is he has a fairly basic, ulterior. He looks like anyone else, so how are we supposed to identify him?
Yes, of course. I was done with this life anyway. Goodbye, soldier. And thank you for your mercy.
Alright, looks like we have to go down to the slaughterhouse.
Blasted armor.
Sounds more fun than it might actually be. So there were some wolves down here.
Right, there goes nothing.
Does this
Fight
never end?
Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I just can't really see the zombies. Boom. Knocked out. It's kind of interesting that all of those monsters don't have a knocked out animation. They just stand there, still, not moving. What's so problematic with... That one just doesn't know where to go. Very interesting.
Whatever's necessary.
Necessary. Yes. Yes, in fact it is. Roar.
Just so you know, I think that was the right choice. That fellow really meant what he said. He had no idea what he was getting into.
I know. Come. Let's go back to Qirr.
Just like that? And I thought we go into the slaughterhouse in order to move on with all of that. We heard. Okay, let's just clean out this
Fair
area here.
enough. Let's do this.
Fine.
Yeah, sometimes they get weakened and sometimes they bleed out. That's just mean. Why must it be chances? And sometimes they even get 2 of these negative effects. So they're weakened and they bleed out. Chance is not cool. Ever. Come on.
You read my mind.
Because I don't know how to increase it, other than maybe the stats. There we go. Okay, any items on them? No. And the beetles were just down here. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. That is the mine.
That's the way.
Alright, anything up here? Doesn't look like it.
This way, right?
Just trees upon trees upon trees. Oh, there's a farm here. And another chest. Why must it be so much? Okay. So we know that there's a slaughterhouse, and what about the belongings, really? Quest items. Quest items, here. Trader's belongings. Traitor from the butcher.
Understood.
That's weird.
What you getting?
So let's give him his belongings, and then we can try to get into the slaughterhouse afterwards. So let's go to the Scottstone, and then we can go down there. So we kind of, deal. We finish one quest at a time. This was the main idea, to keep it more on point. So,
alright, why not?
alright.
Blasted armor.
Oh, wait, we need to use the teleporter first. Damn it. And onwards we go. Where was he? Over here. Too bad there's not another Godstone, and you still have to move a little bit until you reach this location. Wait a minute. Did I get these items down here? They look fairly strange. I don't know. Can you see items that glow? Yeah, you can. You do see items with a glow. It's just that you can't see enemies behind the fog of war. But items you see, as long as you kind of uncovered that part of the map.
Look at that. My pale-skinned friends return. Had any luck?
I think so. Are these your things?
I just want to orient the camera in a way so I can see through the little holes in here.
Let me see. Yes, they are. I have to say, I'm surprised. My experience with pale skin so far has been that you talk a lot and act very little.
And orcs are the opposite. And know where they are hiding. So, do you think the evidence will be enough?
So, are you gonna hand that letter over to the guard? Do you think it'll be enough to stop them?
I hope so. Though I won't lie. No matter the evidence, I don't have a good feeling about this. Putting the fate of my brethren into the hands of these pale skins? But I guess it's all I can do.
So, wait a minute. Can I could still try to get down there.
Listen, Tahar. Earlier on, you mentioned something about an army that you command. Was that a metaphor?
Well, I don't have an army. I take control over certain pieces. Sometimes.
It's in the making. Why?
I, was wondering if you'd allow me to join you.
Well, I can need all of the architects that I can find, sure.
Wait. Didn't you say that you are the Kal'Zul of your tribe? Why would you want to join me?
Wait a minute. A well-respected architect is a Kal'Zul. Okay.
Well, I wasn't entirely honest. I'm not just an architect. I'm also the firstborn son of Naris, the High Chieftain of the Dustkin.
And?
I don't want to bore you with endless stories, so I'll make it short. My little brother Rak was gifted and destined to be a shaman. And to become a shaman, one needs to pass a trial by Zarak.
And he did not make the trial.
I had heard talk about it. About how many young orcs die taking it. And the thought of losing my brother, I just couldn't bear it.
So it's not about the competition, it's about love. Oh.
So, what did you do?
I kidnapped him. It was foolish, and I got caught a day after we left the cow. My father sent me into exile as a punishment for defying Zarak. All this, me trying to save these orcs from slaughter. Maybe it's my way of repenting for what I've done.
It's kind of interesting that he is trying to save orcs and now he's almost getting eaten for the same thing.
But I don't want to talk about it more than I have to. I just can't go back yet.
Well, Mulandir is large enough. Yeah, you can join.
Well, if you're an architect, your talents might actually come in handy. If you want to join, bring that evidence to the guard, and then join me at the border.
I will do that. Thank you, Tahar. I appreciate it. And I promise I won't be a burden.
Aww.
May your blood never boil. We'll talk later.
And yeah, now he's getting freed. Perfect.
Now would you look at that? Let's see.
Okay, you can...
Interesting.
That's weird. I can't seem to click on him again in order to talk a little bit more, but okay. Macabre Market, claim the reward. What if I just don't claim it yet? What if I go into the slaughterhouse thingy and just check it out? Just in case, because I'm somewhat curious. Because there was an option. Oh, I know where they live, right? So let's just go down there, get a bit more evidence, and then maybe stuff happens. Because how can the guards not see that? I mean, it's right next to the entrance. So, what do we have here? Two-handed weapon, 10-8, 10-7, 12 something. Okay, interrupt spell casting on hit. That's a nice one. A bit annoying if you get hit by it though. Slashing pole arms. Nah. Oh, a nice hammer. Another fire hammer. Two-handed though. All of it is two-handed. Okay. We are gonna get the rewards after I'm done with the whole slaughterhouse thingy.
Will do.
Let's just keep it open. Alrighty.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that's not working. Why is it not working?
Sure.
That's the way?
Huh.
That way?
Maybe I need to bring in the orc in order to get in there. Damn it. Okay, so somehow I can't get into the slaughterhouse because I haven't found the real entrance to it yet, I believe. That is so weird. I thought you can get there. Damn it. So annoying. Why? Okay. Let's save now, and then we're gonna load up the some previous save. I don't know which one. So what's this? 352. Could be this one. Could be that one. Now we're in here again. That could be the one. Okay. Let's load up this thingy and see what happens. Maybe I don't know how to get the
few refugees
entrance to the slaughterhouse.
That must be the letter Qirr mentioned. Alongside the... Yeah, good idea.
Okay, still not working. Okay. Let's take the other one. Skip the whole thing. Can't get into the slaughterhouse though.
The few refugees who make it.
Maybe there is a way. Maybe later. I don't know. So we're gonna go for. There's ice fire and another fire one. Like I like the flaming warhammers a little bit. They're kind of cool. Has the highest damage per second. Not as good when it comes to speed. Ooh. There's a flaming greatsword and a winter's greatsword. This one has more attack speed. Also has higher numbers. Very interesting. This one is not as... well, certainly almost as quick. Like, the hammer is pretty cool. Most of them use dexterity. This one switches between strength and dexterity. 3 and 4, 4 and 3. This one is more strength. This one is more dexterity. This one, same thing. But reversed a little bit. Yeah, why don't we just go with the Warhammer here? That kind of sounds pretty cool. Only problem is it's definitely not as quick. And it also doesn't have crit chance on it though. Maybe the... yeah, the hammer damage has a special way it behaves, who knows. Let's go for the hammer. Nah, the resistances are all the same all the time. And the Shrouded Men, nothing happens there. Too bad, too bad. Alright. Undercast in the mine. That seems to be the next logical thing to do. Or at least, yeah, what we can do now is continue with a little bit more exploration.
This way, right?
And then once we find something interesting...
Let's see.
We can make a little cut. So, Mirror of Darkness. All those mirrors, they never mirror the damage itself. They just give you some nice defense. Okay, that's again the end of the world. Up there might not be a thing. Yeah, just some borders. And this is where the waters start. Nice. So then I pretty much have discovered the whole map now. Or uncovered it. And yet another broken carriage. Niederhof surely does not smile upon the car drivers of Northander. Why is it always broken? And why does no one come back and retrieve whatever material is left? I mean, come on. Perfectly usable, at least some parts of it. You can recycle the whole thing. I mean, even this wheel even, right? You can just pull it off and put it onto another card. Wouldn't that make much more sense? So, what about this one? Glistening Staff of Ambient Magic. Deals white damage, a small area of effect. Nice.
Understood.
Blasted armor.
Alright, so white magic. Where are you? There we go. Nice. No, they are the white mage. Wait a minute. We are the white mage, aren't we? That means I have to get this one here. There we go. Depending on the damage type we do, we have to switch robes and headgear and everything. Just so I know exactly what kind of damage I do. So, this was that. And then there's just this little field up here that I have to discover. So, we do 35 damage, 46. Also, so the damage is kind of always the same. Her gear seems... Whoa. It's nice, but no. She doesn't have higher constitution numbers, so... the stuff that we can give her to wear is kind of the same. Huh. The Gambeson is always the same. Either we get a frosted stuff or a fire stuff. But it won't get any better. His armor can't change that much. And when it comes to weapons, well, we got a two-handed one, but... can't use it because strength is missing. This dude is just a constitutional monster. That's it. And we, yeah, Mirror of Flight. Like, okay, it makes sense to have the mirror thingies be useful for characters that actually get attacked, right? Like, Mirror of Frost, Mirror of Flames, Mirror of Darkness, Mirror, 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 Mirror this, Mirror that. More focus would be great. More HP and more defense. I don't know if more HP would be useful on this dude. I would just go and take away his HP and put some other resistance on him, like a white mirror or something like that, but I don't think that there are items like this. Where am I? Okay, all the way up here. So, can we talk to her?
Can you see I'm paying my respect?
Okay. So someone died up here, but we don't know who.
Sure. Alright, why not?
They're not even on their knees in cutting down the wheat, right? They just stand there.
This way, right?
Fire potion of magic protection. But wait a minute, if the grass is high enough, right, then you don't even need to kneel, because you are only interested in the upper portion of the plant, right?
Sounds like a plan.
So doing it this way is also better for the knees.
Blasted armor.
Ooh. Nice, 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 nice. So who did the offering here? It's a headpiece. Another frosting Gambeson thingy. The grave belonging to a famous treasure hunter. The gravestone is crusted in gold and is richly ornamented. And no one thought about taking
That's
the
the way.
ornaments away from it in order to sell them for money. Very interesting. Like, why would you have an ornamented gravestone like this somewhere in the wilds where people can just steal the shit out of it?
Sure.
Let's see.
And what do we have here? Another padded red robe this time. Only thing I get is health potion, but and I
Sounds
never
like a plan.
use the health potions. I always forget that I have them, and I try to get around without it and just using health, yeah, healing spells and stuff like that. Ah, there's more golden stuff. Perfect.
Interesting.
And in here we have gold. Very small amounts. How am I gonna get 10,000 in order to buy something from those vendors?
Sure.
I mean, it makes no sense. Like, it's only good in terms of foreshadowing, right? Meaning it kind of gives you an idea of what items will be obtainable in the future without actually giving them to you, or at least presenting them in a way that makes sense world-wise, right? So if there's an item in the world that is really powerful, but you are not supposed to obtain it yet, then how are you supposed to see it, if not with some UI trickery? And in this case, it's ooh, what do we got? Focus regeneration for 20 seconds? Nah. Nice, but not necessary. Not really necessary. Alright. Somewhere up here there could be a kind of hidden chest or whatever. Because there's no other way of getting to that part of the land. Yeah, maybe somewhere in here there could be stuff. Or not.
This way, right?
There's just a lonely
Now
Wait,
would
what?
you look at that?
Look at that. Shield of Benediction, the outer plate. It is said that when the Guardians revealed the way of the Paladin to the Iron Falcons, they also presented them with the Shield of Benediction. This is a piece that belongs to the legendary shield. No one knows why the shield has been disassembled. Putting it back together might not be an easy task, but it is a worthy endeavor nonetheless. Wow.
That's the way.
Like, you don't even notice that this is a dude down here. You just think of it as being part of the roots. Wow. If you want to hide things, this game is probably full of hidden little treasures all over the place. And maybe I don't even have all of that unlocked yet. And this Aria stuff is the magic water. It's the bluer, more glowy kind of water.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a nice part here. Like a parking spot for for horses. Hey, we got someone to the bleed. Perfect. I just don't know how long they bleed for, because see that? 2 seconds and it's all gone already.
More fighting. Does this never end?
And there is something on the ground.
You got it.
Spider thingies all the time. Anything up here? Nah.
That way?
Look like it. So let's check these pieces. This looks like a hidden
Will do.
hidden thingy here. What is this? How do I even get in there? Like what you need is someone to open that somehow. Could be some
Understood.
Sure.
some cages to put people into, but why somewhere in the middle of nowhere? Like, this is fairly well hidden behind all of the trees. You don't really notice it. But it's right next to the entrance of the town. Kind of makes no sense. Like, people would get around here, and if there's someone in there screaming, then they would have probably heard it. So either it's an official building or something else is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, let's get in there and get towards this godson over here.
Let's see.
Alrighty.
Yes. Let me see.
And none of the villagers are actually impressed by the fact that we just triggered a teleportation device. Amazing. Alright, before we enter the mine, we're going to end this little episode and continue, of course, with this one in the next. Until then, like and subscribe. Ta-ta!